It doesn't take much, to get the former royal, yes, that's right, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, annoyed. But it does get him annoyed, and when it does, of course, fights ensue. And according to a very well-placed source, this was the battleground behind the scenes of him and his wife, the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle. Let me explain. Morning, how are you? You all right? Thank you so much for taking the time out to join me today. And as ever, thank you for supporting the videos. I'm glad, by the way, you enjoyed the video about the Parliament and how it was built and stuff like that. We haven't had a wave, sorry, we'll have a lovely wave. It was interesting, isn't it? Because, as you rightly said, yes, the interior was designed differently, but it's the exterior that really draws people in. And when, somebody said, what is it about the rats, Neil? Well, apparently, there's so many rats now swimming around, coming in from the Thames. But some people might say there are other rats. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Rachel Reeves, who doesn't know exactly whether she worked at a place for 5 years, 10 years or no years, This is the problem with the people we have circulating in the Houses of Parliament now. Still there to watch, all free, just help yourselves. But thank you so much, as I say. It's a pleasure to make them for you, it really is. I find things out by doing the research and you think, oh, I didn't know that. And I've been in, Parliament. One thing I would say about it is, and I don't mind sharing this with you chums, when you're walking through there late at night, definitely eerie, definitely eerie, just in the courtyard areas, but you don't see on the outer side. You think, I'm not alone here. I wouldn't want to be wandering around too late on my own, do you know what I mean? Somebody might say the same thing, of course, about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, concluding his time, at least, in the Invictus Games, in the wonderful place that is, of course, Whistler, Vancouver, all of that. I think they've done people proud. You should be very proud, Canada, of the way that you've represented yourselves on the world stage. And thank you to all those wonderful contestants who've put themselves out on a lot of hard work, 100%. But this is the talk, well, literally, because as we saw, Meghan Markle, right, couldn't wait to get back on Insta, or the gram, as the kids say, right? And the thing is, she was filming everything, including her husband. And you could see that he was getting very angry with this, because there's one thing, I would say this about Prince Harry. He's never been a fan of, filming and social media. He finds it intrusive. It's a little bit like the Princess Royal, Princess Anne. She didn't like it, neither did the Queen. They think live in the moment. But this was just what you saw captured. Behind the scenes, she was filming everything. One wonders what for. This escalated into a, well, big argument, I've been told, because Harry just believes that, look, this looks bad that you're filming me, filming the crowd. But of course, Meghan's apparently trying to cultivate some kind of thing and wanted to put together a reel for Instagram to show, the behind the scenes, the fun, the things that were not reported, of course, because reporters weren't allowed to get that close to the ex-royals. You get the picture. Moving forward, this is where it's now really come to its own, because of course it turns out that Meghan has been filming endless things at home in Montecito, particularly, little pieces and all that sort of stuff. So far, reluctant to put them on Instagram. But as she pointed out, and this would be the thing that I'd be quite nervous about if I was Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, Meghan didn't have a disclosure, an NDA, so she could do what she wanted in her time in the British monarchy. Clearly, all of this footage is going to go somewhere at some point. But the bottom line is, it's intrusive, and as you could see, Prince Harry was getting very annoyed, and this resulted, as I say, in very, very sharp words behind the scenes. She did stop it eventually, but then continued again. Basically, the relationship is this sort of thing. Meghan does what she wants, she sort of gets ticked off, and then she'll sort of abide by it for a little bit, and then continue, hoping he'll just forget, or if she rubs his arm enough and says a few sweet nothings, he wouldn't dare say anything. But clearly, there are problems within that once close-knit relationship, whatever they want to say. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.